It speaks of the beauty and innocence of children, like the children taken from Indigenous families by our residential schools. And it speaks to the fatiguing sadness of waking each day to find that so little has changed. Yet it leaves us with a promise, with a determined optimism, that there will come a better day, and that bright future will shine for the coming generations, a future that we must build together. Esta noche, tonight. Take from my eyes the mists of centuries. I want to admire things like a child. It is sad to awaken and see always the same thing. This night of blood, this endless mud. There must come a day that is different. It must be the light to come. Believe me, what I say.
I sit here crying. I don't know why. I didn't know the children. I didn't know the parents. But I knew their spirit. I knew their love. I know their loss. I know their potential. And I am overwhelmed by the pain and the hurt. The pain of the families and friends. The pain of an entire people. Unable to protect them, to help them, to comfort them, to love them. I did not know them, but the pain is so real, so personal. I feel it in my core, my heart, my spirit. I sit here crying, and I am not ashamed. I will cry for them and many others like them. I'll cry for you. I'll cry for me. I'll cry for the what could have been. Then I'll calm myself, smudge myself, offer prayers, and know they are at peace.
People in Ontario and across Canada wear orange shirts on this day to remember and honor the many Indigenous children taken from their communities and families and forced to attend residential schools. We observe Orange Shirt Day thanks to the courage of the residential school survivors like Phyllis Jack Webstead, who shared her experience of having her orange shirt given to her by her grandmother, taken from her on the first day attending residential schools.
This is a day when we are given the opportunity to recognize the ongoing trauma caused by residential and day schools. As Dolph said, those who survived and those who didn't. And, you know, we often, in having a day of reflection like this, think of these things as things that happened way off in the distant past, when in fact the last residential school closed in 1997, not 1897, 1997. And there are thousands and thousands of survivors still alive today, not to mention, of course, those who are honoring today. We're honoring them all, but those who did not survive.
What our job is now of the survivors is to get the truth for all these unmarked graves that they found. They cannot talk for themselves, but I can, because I know I went through the same thing at 11 years of residential school system. And we're all connected, no matter what. There was 139 or 138 of these schools across Canada. They were all the same.
As an intergenerational survivor of Indian residential schools, and as a chief who serves a First Nation where the past is truly remembered by the very big footprint of Indian residential school right within our community. Orange Shirt Day is important to our community. This past year, it is especially poignant as we brought forward the confirmation of unmarked graves of missing children from the Kamloops Indian Residential School. Our community continues to navigate the complexities of the impacts following the horrific findings of the Liskway, the missing.
They're not in the ground. but our elders are the ones, our survivors that are here today, who are the ones I want you guys to really make some noise for right now, to let them feel your love. Let these survivors here today feel your love. When we do find that last bone, we're not gonna know it's the last bone, are we? We're gonna keep searching. We're gonna always be searching. There was so much that was taken from us. We didn't lose anything. We didn't lose our language. I have a good friend named Kimball McComb, who, to this song he wrote, he created called Little Bones.
Preserve our heritage, collect our memories, to ensure that Canadians in the 7th generation remember this part of our common experience.
Makwa.